the website aplusstudents.com. Once you're on the website, you select math as your subject. This is a grade 7 math lesson. The name of the topic is data and graph. Data and graphs. I'll give you chapter number and the lesson number. Chapter number 23 and lesson number 10. And the name of the lesson is, and the name of the lesson is Create Frequency Charts. Okay. So we would be creating frequency charts today. Let's go to the chapter and the lesson. Okay. So the question given to us says, the information provided is this. Okay. Just a moment, please. This is our first question. And it says, at a candy factory, butterscotch candies were packed into different bags of different sizes. Use the data to complete the frequency chart below. Okay, these are the butterscotch candies per bag, and these candies are given to us. Okay, so let's just copy them. I'll resize them so that it's readable for you. Okay, and they're asking us to fill in the missing numbers. So if this is the information that is given to us. Okay, the term frequency over here, we need to focus on term frequency. The word frequency means how many times something is repeated, right? So whereas the second column shows us the number of bags. This is also known as the frequency. Okay, this is also known as the frequency, the number of repetitions. How do we find this? We make tally markings. Sorry, we draw tally markings. A tally marking would mean it would show us the values. Okay, just a moment, please. Let me just extend the frequency table. We call these next things as tally mark. Okay, so let's do the complete question. Between 41 and 60, this is 42, make one mark over here. This was 43, make one more mark. 44, make another mark. 47, we make 4 marks. Then we have 61 to 68, 1 mark. 64, another mark because it's within this range. Then 77, we make another mark. For 81 to 100, 83, 1 mark. 85, second. 87, third. 88, 4. 94, whenever we have 5 markings, we just slash out the 4. So we can say we have 5 markings over here. Okay, comparing the remaining from 101 to 120. 104 is in the range. 107 is also in the range. 111 is in the range. 113 is in the range. And 117 is in the range. Therefore, we write a 5. And with the last value, we can say 136 had a single marking, so we simply write a 1 over here. Okay, so in this way, we can complete the frequency table. The frequency means the number of candies that were 41 to 60, there were 4 bags. 61 to 80, there were 3 bags. We had to find the number of bags for having 81 to 100 candies in it. So we did the telemarkings and we found out that there were 5 bags which had 81 to 100 candies on it. Okay. So we draw the frequency chart by using the telemarkings. Telemarkings would assist us in counting. Okay. Let's have a look at another example. Okay. The next question is, says, yes, sorry. It says this is the information that has been provided to us. There's a candy dispenser. Use the data to complete the chart below. These are the orange candies given per bag. This is the frequency given to us, right? Let's change these numbers. In the previous question, these numbers were arranged in ascending order. That makes our life easier. Okay. Let's suppose they're asking us to fill in the missing numbers. What we do with this question is we remove everything. Okay. Let's suppose the entire frequency column was missing over here. Okay. We skip everything. Let's say this was our question number 2. So what we need to do over here is we need to do the telemarkings. Agreed? We can do the telemarking such that we make an extension to the grid. Okay. We say these are the tally marks where this was the frequency. The number of bags were the frequency, right? So what we say is number of orange candies, 0 candies. Let's see. The first value was 5. We make 1 mark on 5. Then we have 4. We make 1 mark on 4. 0, 1 mark. 2, we put a mark. 3, 2. There's another 2. We put another line. Then we have a 1. Then we have a 0. Then we have 5. Then we have 5. Because these numbers are not arranged in ascending order. 4, 3, 3, 5, 0, 3, 4, 4, 2, 4. That means how many 4 I have? And we have 1, 0. Okay. So once we have to complete this, how many tally markings were there for 0 number of candies? There were 4. 1 candy had 1 bag. There were 3 bags with 2 candies in it. There were 4 bags with 3 candies. There were 6 bags with 4 candies, and there were 4 bags with 5 candies. Okay. One more important thing what we need to do over here is we need to confirm if you're missing something or we are not missing something, right? Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That means the total of the frequency should come out to be 21. It cannot be a number less than. That means the total would be, the total of the frequency has to be 21. Okay. Do we agree? Okay. Let's move ahead. Let's have a look at another question. For the next question, it says, we are not doing questions right now. What we are doing is we are just managing the given information. Okay, we are creating a frequency table from the given information. Okay. Question number 3, it says, a receptionist at a doctor's office kept a track of each patient's waiting time. Use the data to complete the frequency chart below. This is doctor's office waiting time, and these were the values which were given to us. Okay, let's just realign them. Okay, if these values were given to us, we need to fill in the missing numbers. Okay, so either we can find all the values. Let's suppose none of the values were given to us. We'll try to fill in the complete graph, complete grid. Okay, so this was our question number 3. What we can do is we can extend the tally markings. Okay, we can say we have tally markings. We extend them because these numbers are not arranged in ascending order. If they were arranged in ascending order, they're easier to count. Let's say these were the tally marks or markings. So between 21 and 30, okay, let's start off with the first number, 67. 67 would be in the range of 61 to 70. 49. 49 would be in this range. 58, this range. 37, this range. 52, 80, 39, 79, 40, 33, 46, 70, 60, 78, okay, 32. It's the fifth marking. Whenever we do the fifth marking, we cancel out the 4 markings. That means the 5 markings are grouped together. Okay. Okay. Then we have 80 again. Then we have 23. Then we have 37, 57, 69, 79, 50, 26, 56, 46, 47, 35, 44, 52, 52, and the last one was 63. 63. So let's count them. There were two people who waited between 21 to 30 minutes. There were 7 people who waited between 31 to 40 minutes. There were 6 people who waited between 41 to 50. 7 more people between 51 to 60 minutes. 4 people who waited between 61 to 70. And 5 people who waited between 71 to 80 minutes. Okay. So this is how we process the information given to us, right? The data was given to us, raw data was given to us, and we process the raw data to create a frequency chart. Okay, we do the tally markings. We can do it without the tally markings, but counting would be very difficult. We might make an error. So tally marking is a part of filtering the data. Okay. Any questions up till now? Do we have any questions? So that I would move on to the next question. So the next question we have, it says, a researcher recorded the number of cows on a farm in each country. Okay, let's see. On a farm, each farm in the country, okay? So let's realign this. Use the data to complete the frequency chart below. They're saying the cows per farm, the number of cows per farm is given to us. I think the numbers are already aligned to be in ascending order. Okay. These were 20, 20, and 20. Okay. Let's resize. And they're asking us fill in the missing numbers. Only one of the numbers was missing from this, right? To make the question more interesting, we remove everything. Now let's see what the markings can be. We can say these are the tally marks. Sorry. We can say these are the tally markings such that, let's count them. What's easy for us is we can see that unlike the previous question, the values in this question have been arranged in ascending order. So when the values are already in ascending order, they're easier to count. Okay. 7. It says number of cows between 7 and 8, 1. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, how about 9? Between 9 and 10? 1, 2. There were only 2. Between 11 and 12? 1, 2. You make 2 markings over here. Between 13 and 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? These were the telemarks or telemarkings. Then we have between 15 and 16. 1, 2, 3. 17 and 18. 1, 2, 3. There's no 18. And the next one is 19 and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we made 4 markings over there. Between 7 and 8 cows, there were 5 farms. Between 9 and 10, there were 2 farms. 11 and 12, 2 farms. 6 farms, 3 farms, 3 farms. And 19 and 20 cows, there were 4 farms. Okay. So what we can do is, from the given raw data, we can draw the telemarkings. Telemarking is basically the counting of the information that's been provided to us. And then we find this number of, this is known as the frequency. Frequency tells us how many farms were there, right? For this particular question. Okay. Let's try another example. For the next question, they're telling us, in these questions, they're just asking us to find for a specific value, right? But what we are trying to do is we are trying to change the question a bit and we would find everything, okay? So question number 5 states this information. The architect student counted the number of bricks in each building in her neighborhood. Okay. Use the data to provide the frequency chart below. Just a moment. Bricks per building. This defines us the number of bricks used in each building. And they are asking us to find the missing numbers such that these numbers given are, just a moment please, fill in the missing numbers. If the numbers given were these, okay, we need to simplify, okay? So this was our question number 5, and it shows us number of bricks and how many buildings were there. Fill in the missing number. That means, let's suppose we need to find the entire set of frequency over here, okay? What we can do is we can draw the tally markings. We add another column and we label it as tally markings. Usually what happens is the tally markings is done before, okay? The tally marking is done before the frequency. Okay, if you have to draw this grid from the scratch, you would draw something like this. Agreed? It would be done in this manner because tally marking is easier to compare. Okay, it does not make any difference if you change the columns. So let's count. Between 0 and 19, 1, 2, 3. There were 1, 2, and 3. Agreed? And this will become the frequency. Okay, between 20 and 39, there were 2 markings. Between 40 and 59, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 markings. 60 and 79, 1, only a single marking. Then we have 80 to 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And for the last one, 100 to 119 number of bricks, 1, 2, and 3. So what we can say is the frequency for buildings having 0 to 19 bricks were 3. There were 3 buildings. 20 to 39 bricks were in 2 buildings. 5, 1. 7 buildings had 80 to 99 bricks. And there were 3 buildings which had 100 to 119 bricks. Agreed? So changing the position of the columns does not make any difference. But if we are drawing this grid, if only the data is given and we have to draw them, not complete, but they're asking us to complete the frequency chart, right? But if we had to draw the frequency chart, then we'd say number of bricks, tally markings, and then the frequency. The frequency comes at the end, okay? Let's move ahead. Let's have a look at the next question. The employees at Ronnie's Construction monitored the number of cracked window panes in each shipment they received. Just a moment. Let this be question number 6. Okay. Let's do this. Use the data below to just a minute. The employees are doing the survey on cracked window. This is our question number 6. This is the grid that has been given to us. Some values are missing from this grid. Let's see. Can we do a telemarking for this? Telemarkings would let us count the frequency. Okay. So let's say if this grid was given to us, we want to do the telemarkings. Let's join them together. Let's extend the lines. Okay. We say these were the tele marks. Okay, so between 0 and 1 cracked pane, how many were there? See, we have 1, we make 1 marking. We have 1, make 1 marking. There was a 5, we put a marking. There was a 0, we put a marking. These numbers are not arranged. 2 and 3, 1 marking, 3, 1 more marking. 9, we put 1 marking over here. There were 2 markings for 7. Then we have a 2. Then we have a 3. Then we have a 0. Then we have a 8. And we have another 0, right? There were few shipments which did not have cracked panes, right? So what we can say for the frequency is there were 6 shipments which had 0 to 1. No broken panes or 1 broken pane. There were 4 shipments which had between 2 and 3 broken panes. There was 1 shipment which had 4 to 5. There were 6 to 7 shipments. Broken panes were in 2 shipments. And 8 to 9 broken panes were in 2 shipments. Okay. So the questions could be like, how many broken panes were there in between 0 and 1, or 0 to 3? That means 6 plus 4. We add them together. The questions can be created out of these, but for now, what we are just doing is we are trying to complete the frequency charts. We are not processing the information. Any question up till now? Do we have any question? If there is any question, do let me know, please. Okay. For the next question, it says a cookie factory is counting the number of broken cookies in packs. Okay. So let this be question number 7. Use the data to complete the frequency table below. They're giving us the broken cookies per packet. And this is the information that has been provided to us. We need to fill in the missing numbers. And this is given to us. This would be question number 7. If all the values were missing, we can say we can draw the tally markings. And the tally markings would come out to be these values. Let's just a minute, please. Are these values arranged in ascending? They're not. So we can say these were the tally marks. This was the frequency, which we will find eventually. So number of broken cookies, 3 cookies broken. 4, 5, 6, and 7. That means minimum 3 cookies would be broken. The maximum 7 cookies can be broken, right? So let's look at the first value, 5. We put 1 mark. 7, 1 marking, 3 marking, 7, another marking, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 6, 7, 5, 3, 6, 6, 7, 5. We need to remember that for the fifth, we make a group. Then we have 7, 4, 3, 6, 6, 2 values for 7, and one more, 3. So we can write the frequency as the number of broken cookies, which were 3. How many packets were there? There were 6 packets. 4 broken cookies were in a single pack. 5 broken cookies were in 5 packets. 6 broken cookies were in 6 packets. And 7 broken cookies were in 7 packets. Agreed? Okay. Move ahead. Let's move ahead. And these are very easy questions because we are just processing the data. We are not using the data yet. Okay. For the question number 8, it says, a movie critic likes to count the number of actors in each movie he saw. They're asking us to use the data to complete the frequency chart below. Actors per movie. These were the number of actors in any given movie that the person saw. Okay, let's realign them. They are already aligned in ascending order. Okay, this was question number 7. This becomes question number 8. Let's say if all of these values were missing. Let's try to find the values such that we can say these values were given to us. We can make the tally markings. We can do the question without the tally markings as well, if only the numbers are arranged in ascending order. In this case, they were arranged in ascending order. So we can say these are the tally marks. 6 to 7 actors, 1, 2, 3. 8 to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 to 11, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry, I'll just redraw this. Between 10 to 11, there were 4. 12 to 13, there was a single. And 14 to 15, there were 2 markings. So when we try to fill up the frequency table or the frequency chart, we can say between 6 and 7 actors, there were 3 movies. 8 to 9, there were 4 movies. 4 movies, 1 movie, and 2 movies, right? So when he watched these many movies, can you tell me if the question says how many movies did he watch? We can say the number of movies, right? Let's add them. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 4, 11. 12 and 14. So we can say he watched 14 movies, right? Okay, let's do some questions from the test. And let's see what are the possibilities that are given to us. For the next question from the test, it says, just a moment, please. It says question number 1 from the test. This is our question number 1 from the test. So they are asking us to find the missing values, find the missing number. In this case, this number is a missing number between 9 and 10, right? So how many people were there in the age between 9 and 10? Let's see. 1, 2. Can we find more? So there were only 2 people, right? We write a 2 and we mark on the 2. That means the missing number in this frequency chart is 2. Agreed? Let's move to the next question. The question number 2 says, the employees at the Ronnie's construction monitored the number of cracked windows. Okay, just a moment, please. The second question, it has this information. It shows us the number of cracked window panes. The 2 options given are these, and we need to find the missing numbers. If this is our question number 2. So, can we find the missing number? See, what they're saying is, number of cracked window panes between 0 and 1, there were 6 shipments. That means the frequency of the shipment was 6. What we need to find is between 4 and 5. Let's look at the numbers between 4 and 5. 1. There's no other number between 4 and 5, right? That means this frequency has to be 1. And we simplify onto this. 1 is the only missing number. Okay? Let's move ahead to the next question. For the next questions, it says a museum curator is doing a painting exhibition. Let this be our question number 3. If these were the given values to us, this value was missing. Find the missing numbers. Let's just realign this. Okay, they're saying a curator puts these number of paintings per exhibit, okay, in the museum. So what we need to find is how many paintings were there in 20 number of paintings that were 21 to 25. How many exhibits were done for that? (21 to 25). Let's count. The numbers are already arranged for us. we can only see one number, that is between 21 and 25, right? Thank you. Yes. So we simply say 1 was the missing number. Okay. Let's look at another question such that we did a similar question. A cookie factory monitored the number of broken cookies in the bags. And we need to find the missing value. This is question number 4. If this is the information that has been provided to us, this is what we need to find. It says fill in the missing numbers. It shows us the broken cookies. Okay. For question number 4, they are saying a cookie factory monitored the number of broken cookies. Number of broken cookies per pack. So what we need to do is we need to find the number of packets which had 4 broken cookies in it. Let's see. Can we find 4? This is 5, 7, 7, 3, 5. That means there was a single. Agreed? Yes, thank you. There was a single pack which had 4 broken cookies in it. Why is that so? Because we cannot see a repetition of 4. We can only see 4 that has been repeated once in the given information. Okay. Let's move ahead to the next question. For the next question, they are saying they're counting the number of peanuts in a bag. Just a minute, please. Question number 5 has this information. Let's say this is our question number 5. And this has this information. It shows the number of peanuts. They're asking us to fill in the missing numbers such that the numbers given are these. We need to find, and let me just align this so that it's easier for us to understand what exactly are they asking us in the question. Okay. So these were the numbers that were already given to us. This, and these were the remaining numbers. These numbers represent the number of peanuts in the bag. This was question number 5. So what we need to find is between 11 and 20. What they have done easy for us is they've already arranged the numbers in ascending order, right? So we can say between 11 and 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Agreed? Yes, thank you. 6 is the correct answer. Let's try one more question. The next question says, at a candy factory, butterscotch candy, sorry, let me just recopy. There were butterscotch candies. Okay, question number 6 has this information, and we need to find, fill in the missing numbers such that these were the given candies per bag. What we need to find is, in question number 6, we need to find the number of bags which had between 81 to 100 candies. Let's find 81 to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 104 is not included, right? So we simply say, yes, thank you. 5 was the correct answer. Okay. So please do complete the remaining questions. They are very simple. Only one value you need to find. Even if they ask you to find all the values, it would be very easy. You make the tally markings and you count them. Okay. Thank you so much. Best of luck. Have a nice